See, I think the transgender people are more confused now when they started this process than they were now, more confused about their identity going back than it originally was, right? So that was the intention. A lot of poking, right, there. So before, and same thing with the gay, like, it's like, wait a minute, am I straight or am I gay now? Or wait a minute, am I both? Or was I changing to be a man from a woman and now I want to go back? Or was I a man to a woman? Like, it's a whole fucking thing, right? That was the thing. You got to poke everybody so that nobody knows who the fuck they are anymore at all, right? Nobody knows. The whole thing's fucking confusing. Now nobody knows if they themselves, even if you were born a woman or a man, you don't fucking know. You identified as straight your whole life. Now you're going, what the fuck's going on? And then you're like, maybe I'm a transgender, and then you don't even know. That was the, right? So that's the mind fuck. See, Bill Gates talked to like thousands of people or whatever about his idea, and then, you know, finally down to 11, and the 11 made him a billionaire, but the 12th made him a trillionaire. Happy Father's Day. Told you Jim and I were still married. It's a dysfunctional home show. He's a psycho. So am I. Worked out well. Everyone in this family is. We haven't even met. And on the spiritual side of the dreams, these afterlife things, if you read that, the Secrets You Keep book, how, you know, the guy dies, comes back to her in his dream. Well, she's still being in a threatened situation that she's not recognizing. It cleans up the timeline when you go into the dream, and it tells you the information. But you got to work through the PTSD thing in this world, because all you have is the presence in this world, right? When you're alive, you matter. Can't be floating around everywhere, Jim. You can't be doing that, because then you look like a psycho in a mental case, and then fucking everybody thinks you're just nuts. Nobody can say they're more tired of waiting than me, so go fuck yourselves. I fucking woke up realizing that I remembered the beginning of time, the Big Bang thing, and I've been working through that. Like, I've been fucking working through that. So you want to say you're tired of waiting, bitch? You have no idea what this fucking samurai fucking training on patience and all that bullshit and becoming water and all that crap. It's been slowing me down. You think I fucking want to be in that training? I didn't have an option. I don't know, scientists. You tell me. Do you think they still need the Viagra? What's up with those old guys? Why do you think I told you the other story first? Bit crazy. Because that's the one you wouldn't expect me to know so easily. Getting good at this game now. Well, obviously you guys would have assumed or thought that we would have had a threesome last night because you're so basic and predictable. Basic and predictable. How the brain works when you have terrible nightmares, it is the subconscious mind's threats releasing. Frankly, I'm a little offended by all, like, you know, this hate because from the transgenders that they're not recognizing just because I look more female, that they're not acknowledging that I was a man. Like, that's fucking unfair. That I had a better surgeon. I made more transitions. I took more hormones. I did that. I look more female, and you guys are hating on me. That's ignorant. I was just saying I'm offended that from the transgenders that I'm not recognized as a proper transgender because I look too female because I had good surgeons. I think that's quite, I'm actually fucking offended by that. That's offensive. That's reverse hate. That you guys think I look too female, that you can't assume that I'm a transgender. Well, go fuck yourselves. That's not fair. I feel I'm being discriminated against, quite frankly. That's because Russell's more white than me. That sees he's a white guy trying to be black, even though he's Indian. I'm a white girl who's more Indian, right? So that's confusing, and that's why I can fucking just switch with Russell. That's right all the time. And Russell doesn't know what the fuck's going on. One, because he's a comedian. He lost his brains when he went to fucking probably the States, you know. And that's why, right? Because he doesn't know what the fuck's going on, and he's a man. So it's like, buddy, you don't actually know what the fuck's going on. And because he's an Indian guy who's really white, who thinks he's black. So it's been fucking confusing. He's been in a little bit of a confusing thing with his gender. Oh wait, identity. Allah's been cocky, right? Because I think we probably proved something. Have to learn about religions and different things too, and like how that all ties in. Like Hinduism, you have to definitely be on both sides, like male, female gods, and then how that ties together. Probably because of the transgender threats that I was making. That probably would make sense. Remember when Jess said you can't move Google mountains? It's the one that you have to work with. He was right. Again, I don't mean I'm not a turbo bitch. science and God. And that's why I've stayed on the other side. I made my choice. I know who my family is. You needed to see if you could get a nice person to go so evil. Yes, success. Yes, but not so evil when you look at the greater picture and what that means. Not evil at all, actually. Only 1% will understand that. See, Christians can't follow that. That's why they're not in the trivia. Because they were too ignorant to know any of the Muslim culture, Hindu culture, all that shit. Told you I'm into all that, right? Because you gotta be able to communicate with all the gods. If you can't, you sure shit aren't in this club. Shouldn't have been so racist. No, it's Anthony the one saying don't even bother with Jim anymore. Just fuck it. Like, you know what? You've already given him enough stuff for his book. You've already helped him enough. Fuck him. That's Anthony's advice. He said, don't even bother with that fucking guy anymore. We got you, kid. Come over to our team. And I said, fine. Because that's the Elton John of motivational speaking. Because that's where we do the gay rights thing, right? Because obviously I am gay in that world, which means that I am too. Like, in that, that's where Angelina and I are standing up for that and saying, no, if you were fucking not onto that, that's the lesbian island thing, right? And that was sold to you by 10X ladies, right? That was the business training that the guys weren't involved in, that they were trying to fucking hack, right? And then finally Jeff figured it out because he had more money than those other guys. That's how he took that, but the aliens hacked their way into the club, and that's how that pieced it all together, motherfuckers. Happy Father's Day. But I got some good advice from my girlfriend. She said to get out of the box I was raised in, right? She said that, and then she kicked me in the face because she's a vampire bitch. But that's good, because that's where we're saving the world shit with the vampire stuff, because that's a real thing.